Yeah, it's your boy AG, Cornerman Boxing, back again here with the one and only, the Honorable Uncle Leon Muhammad. First of all, thank you for your time, Uncle. How you doing today, champ?
It's always good to be here, man, and missing our big buddy.
Oh,
I'm
man.
thankful we're still here. I want to say this is for me and AG's man, Cornerman Boxing, Leon Muhammad Sports Production, and Shoot the Five is still going on. And we got to catch up with his daughter, Pound Cake. We're going to take care of her, Akia, and this is it. Fight week, Madison Square Garden, with all the legends are here, with the chairman of the board himself, Bob M, Robert M, aka Bob M, 90 years old, still doing it. So, AG, it's a good fight card.
Right.
And a lot of people is underestimating Steve Rhodes. See,
As lose guy.
if you get knocked down once, you can get knocked down again. So, now, I don't know Berlanga, whatever he do, but I know his man Paco, the fighter, the good guy. That's my guy, Paco. But what I do know, AG, the grist and rotator cuff don't heal up. Our friend is a living witness. To this day, what is 25 years later, Buddy McGirt still ain't healed up. And Buddy ain't fought, what, about 20 years?
Right.
Since Buddy McGirt fought, and Buddy rotator cuff ain't still up. What did Berlanga tear? Rotator cuff?
Torn bicep.
Torn bicep, that's just as bad. To me, that's
Right.
just as bad.
Yeah.
And he got knocked down his last fight. You can't make excuses. He's a decent fighter. I don't know him personally, but I know guys around him.
Right.
But what I will say, I wish him well. Steve Rhodes is my guy. Lou DiBella's my guy. I'm just trying to get a hot dog. It's never personal with me. It's always business.
Right.
See, if Berlanga get this room full, Steve Rhodes get this room full, it ain't benefiting me and my children, or your little son, my nephew, so what does it matter?
Right.
It's never personal, it's business.
May the best man win when it comes
Best
to
man
that.
win. But what I will say, I don't think that the bicep and the rotator cuff heals that easy. He has a better chance because he's young. Now, what did what you call him tear in Atlantic City?
Gary Russell?
Yeah, what did he tear?
Oh, man, that was so. How could I forget that? I think
Yeah,
it was the
and
shoulder.
we was
He
there.
dislocated his shoulder. He dislocated.
Yeah. Now, when you look at that, now Berlanga got a better chance than Gary Russell, and Buddy had because of his age. He's Berlanga got the fountain of youth. That's why I give him a good shot, and he is really big. He is really big. See what I'm saying? Put that on pause for a minute. Put it on pause. Fucking.
So yeah, you were saying Berlanga got the fountain of youth to his advantage. You know, he could heal up maybe faster than
That's
some.
what helps him is the fountain of youth. And where it won't help Gary Russell, because what is Gary Russell, 33, 34, 35?
He's around there, yeah. He's a little.
And they tell me that his
30s.
little brother's a better fighter than he is.
I mean, he got two of them. They both pretty solid fighters, pretty bad, you know, in a good way. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
One of them like 15-0 with 14 knockouts. The other one is like, you know what I'm saying,
AG,
undefeated as well.
you was there. You saw the tears of the shoulder. What you think? You was there, just like I was.
I mean, you got way more experience than me on when it comes to these, you know what I'm saying, these injuries happening to athletes throughout history, you know what I'm saying? But
what I will say that Gary Russell's at the end of the road. He's at the end of the road. And when you got a guy that's 34, 35 years old, it's hard to come back, man.
yeah,
And using that city, I caught a lot of flight. Talking about Lynn Carter. Fuck Lynn Carter. She screwed us and She schooled me in Brad Goodman twice. She got us in Tucson, Arizona. She got us again in Corpus Christi, Texas. And she put me good in New Orleans. See, I tell it like it is. I don't, look at this guy, he got a white girl, he's fucking it's a real scumbag. But anyway, man, see, guys ain't not used to guys like
starting trouble, man.
No, I ain't starting no trouble. I tell it like it is.
Right.
I tell it like it is. I don't sugarcoat nothing. I give it the way it is. And I don't kiss no ass because I come out of Don King School. It is what it is. I come from the bricks. I was with Ali. What guy you know that come out the federal penitentiary, I done sat down with kings and queens and 4 former presidents. Jimmy Carter's my dear friend, the former president, Mr. Carter. That's my guy. Him and his lovely wife, Miss Rossman.
Right.
Chip and Amy, all them friends of mine, bro. See, these guys sugarcoat. I tell you like it. But anyway.
That's why we love you, huh? That's why the fans love you.
Anyway, AG, I just don't know. I'm put like this. I'm not counting Steve Rose out Saturday night.
Right.
I'm not counting him out.
Right.
Because
you
when
can't.
you
You can't.
when you count a guy out, he didn't get that world title shot by not being nobody. He earned that world title shot.
Right.
With Triple G. Even though he got 4 or 5 rounds, but the goal when you get in the gym, the goal is to get the shot at the title.
Right.
That's the goal, to get the shot. You may some guys come up as a winner, some guys come up as a loser, but the bottom line, he can tell his children, I got the shot at the world title.
True that.
I came up short, but I got the shot.
And like you
The
said,
same thing you can tell your son, my little nephew, that I've been around it all.
right.
I've seen it all. So what we have to look at is, all I'm saying, I ain't putting no salt on Berlanga'S because I don't know him. I wish him well. May the best man win, him Steve Rose. Either way, whoever wins, I ain't getting no check.
Right, me neither.
So now we going to Las Vegas. By the way of Newark, New Jersey.
Big fight in Las Vegas.
But you know what, man? This is probably everybody waiting for, right?
Yeah.
This is probably Oscar, what's his name? Oscar Valdez?
Oscar Valdez from Canelo's stable. You know,
Yeah.
Eddie Reynoso trainer.
Evan, who trained him?
Eddie Reynoso, Canelo's trainer.
Oh, Eddie worked with him?
Yeah,
I
Mexican.
see Eddie a long time.
Yeah.
See, I've been around this shit so long, bro. I forget most of that. I forgot most of what some of these guys are learning. These guys don't understand this business. So you got to know the politics of the business, to be in the business.
Absolutely.
So you can train a fighter. All that shit don't mean nothing to me. Because what I do know, if you can't pick up the phone and go to WC, WA, IBF, I know all them brothers. I remember when all them was little boys. Got the big shots in the organization. I remember when Mauricio was his hand. I used to sit him on my lap while his father, the old man, Jose.
Right.
Would do business with DK, Butch Lewis. I know him all. Gilberto Mendoza Jr. He's a moron. But he's in the right place at the right time. See, that's why you working so hard. So when it's all over, you put your son, my little nephew, in a position.
Right, that's
what
what it's all
and this is what this is about.
Absolutely.
It ain't about me and you, it's about putting your son in a position.
That's a fact, big fact.
Or one of your nephews in a position. Because see, that's what white folks do. They put their children in position to carry on. See, everybody thinks that Todd the Buff gonna get this shit and Bob go to day tomorrow. And nothing. I know all Bob's grandchildren, all of them. Those little kids when we was in office. So a lot of people don't know, I started at top rank with me and Butch Lewis. See this guy here? He rich. He's a moron.
Oh, that's from Split T.
Dave
McWaters, yeah.
Yeah, that's Tell the People, man.
Yeah, his manager.
You heard what I said that night, I did?
Yeah, I heard it. We heard it. My man X recorded that actually, man.
I don't sugarcoat nothing. I tell what I feel. If I'm wrong, I pray to God forgive me. But let me tell you something. That Oscar Valdez fight is going to be a hell of a fight. I'm surprised. And I'm not surprised, AG. I knew that James Prince was going to get it done, but I just didn't know how long my dear brother out of Texas, out of that 3rd Ward, was going to get it done. JP got it done quicker than I thought he was going to get it done. I thought that Oscar Valdez people was going to snowball JP and Antonio and that crew down there in that 3rd Ward down there in Houston, but they got it done. And I knew that my good brother James Prince and Antonio could get it done, but I didn't know that they could get it done in the fashion that they got it done. I know they would get it done because if JP had purpose on money, he wouldn't get it done. Because that's just a mandatory fight. That's the fight that the public is calling. That's the fight that the world wants.
Right, it's good for the sport.
It's good fight, good for the sport. And I wish our man was here to cover it, but it is what it is.
Right.
But what I will say, and I take my hats off to that Rap-A-Lot crew down in that 3rd Ward in Houston, and I'm not surprised that Brother Prince and his partner Antonio got it done. I'm just surprised in the fashion that they got it done.
Right, they delivered it quick.
Yeah, it was never the money. Because I believe, and I will say this in front of JP, I believe in Antonio, I believe if they came to that, they would put up their own money to make this fight happen. Because this is the fight that the public demand. And I think that Antonio and JP did a timely fashion that I didn't know that they were going to get it done this quick. I knew that JP, Brother Prince, and his crew down, his staff down there, Antonio could get it done, but I just didn't know that they could get it done the way as fast as they got it done. Because I thought Oscar Valdez was going to snowball them and drag it out.
Why would you think that? You think maybe Valdez should have stayed away from Shakur or something?
Well, I was looking for the shakedown. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for him and his team to try to shake Am and JP down.
Gotcha.
And because when you look at it, Shakur Stevenson is coming into his own now. He's coming into his own, and he's going to become a great fighter for his time. But what I will say, this is the fight that everybody been waiting for.
Right. So you obviously see Shakur as the favorite in this fight, or well, I shouldn't say obviously, but do you see Shakur as the favorite in this fight?
I see Shakur winning the fight.
Okay.
But let me tell you what I think. I think JP and Antonio see something that we don't see. Because one thing I do know about my good brothers down there in the 3rd Ward of Houston, JP and Brother Antonio, they think long and hard before they make a decision for their fighters. Now, what I will say is Shakur gonna win, but it's just a fight that's happening so fast. I always knew it was happening, but I didn't know how they were gonna get it done.
Right.
But it's done.
You're gonna be over there in Vegas for this fight, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna be there live in the fight.
Me and Brad just talked about it. You heard we just talked about it.
Yeah.
He get me a plane and a bus ticket. I don't like planes. But anyway, I'm going out there for that one. That one's gonna be there. And
on that same day too, we got Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor here in the Garden.
You know what? Somebody asked me about that. While we in Newark, Las Vegas, we might as well take care of that one. Is Amanda still with Lou? What's the situation
Nah,
with that?
she's not with Lou DiBella no more. She's with Jake Paul now, the famous YouTuber with all the money.
The YouTube guy?
Yeah.
Wasn't he a UFC fighter?
Nah, he blew up off of YouTube, but now he's a boxer. You know, he has like 3 pro bouts with UFC fighters.
Who he fought?
A couple UFC guys. He fought can't remember the guy. He fought some guy twice. I forgot his name right now.
In the pros, who do you fight since he's been a fighter?
They all been UFC ex-MMA fighters. But anyway, this guy got a large bankroll behind him, and he's managing Amanda. You know, she's making $1 million, which is historic. Both of them, I believe, is making $1 million. So.
Who got Katie? Eddie?
Nah, she has I believe, an Irish manager. Oh well, Eddie, I think, is with Katie, yeah. But I think her manager is Irish. Eddie might be the promoter, the main promoter.
So, I like Katie too. Because she got that Irish heart. They're gonna come in saying, "Oh Danny boy, oh Danny boy."
So you got Irish. It's St. Patrick's Day today
Yeah.
too.
They're gonna come in a few hours. He gonna be saying, "Oh Danny boy, oh Danny boy." That's what I think. And I think Katie may stop him.
Wow.
You know, was you with us in Philadelphia?
Yeah. Katie fought over there. I think she was the main event, right? At the Leah Chorus.
That was when, who was it?
Gabe Rosado was on the card. He fought Sulecki.
That was the top ranked card?
Nah, that was Matchroom. Eddie Hearn and them.
Yeah, that's when Bill Haney and them first signed with Eddie. Because matter of fact, Bill told y'all to come find me.
Yeah.
Yeah, X came and got me. My brother-in-law, all of them was there. Yeah, sure was. That Matchroom, what's the boy name from Philly?
Tevin Farmer?
Tevin Farmer.
He fought John O'Carroll, the Irish dude.
Is Tevin still around?
Tevin, I forgot who they say he gonna fight. He might. I don't know if it's true, but I think I heard him versus Mickey Bay or something like that. But I don't know.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any truth to that. I don't want to say.
I like Katie Taylor. To stop him, man.
Yeah.
Because see, first of all, Lou babysitted her. And when the two girls fought that night on Devin Haney's card, didn't Amanda fight who? The other girl from Brooklyn?
Oh, Heather Hardy?
Heather Hardy.
Yeah.
She still with Lou?
She might be. I haven't really seen too much of her.
Has she fought since then?
She might have had a bout or two. I can't say for sure. I don't remember.
And so much going on. But in that fight, April 30th here, I won't be here. Hoping by God's grace I'll be in Las Vegas. Because I got to go out there for Shakur. I mean, it's big. And when there's a big match, you got to try to get there for that one. I want to ask you something. What is with this thing, what X told me before he passed, what is with this thing with Joe LaGuardia?
Oh, the sexual accusations and all that? Oh,
you got all the money in the world, you can buy some $2 hooker, and you want to sexually harass your secretary?
Oh,
what's wrong with Joe? And Joe's a Guinea lawyer. What's wrong with Joe?
Yeah,
Joe's if that's true, Joe crazy.
X was doing a good job covering that because he actually knew the lady that
Yes, he told me he knew the young lady. Now I knew her father. Her father go back with me at the Felt Farm. When Brad Goodman was only like 15, like he told her, I knew him since he was 15.
Right.
And I just, because you can tell it's a new day. And this was the old days, Joe LaGuardia got his head cracked. Because her father, Pat, know a lot of guys that don't go for that nonsense.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
You got all the money in the world, and you sexually harassing your secretary.
Yeah.
If it's too, Joe LaGuardia, Joe my man, but Joe lost his damn mind.
Yeah, Joe's a nice guy. I've been around him many times. Always a very good guy. I was a little shocked to hear that, you know what I'm saying?
Me too. He always took care of you for the shows?
Always, yeah. It's a little shocked to hear that, but I mean,
you know, and I'll say this, man. X would want us to tell it like it is, man.
Yeah, I mean, X was on his job with that.
Yeah, because when he told me that, I knew that he knew the father, but I didn't know that him and the daughter was cool.
Yeah, he knew her. He told me he knew her well.
I knew that he knew the father, but the father go way back. Plus, me and the father, we go back to like the early 80s, Felt Farm.
Axe only had good things to say about her, you know, saying she's a good girl, this and that.
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
the girl I'm gonna ask you about, and she like Katie Taylor too. The girl that used to be with Big Baby Miller, was she at X's funeral?
Alvina?
Yeah.
When I went, I didn't see her.
Okay.
I didn't go for the whole thing, so I don't want to say for sure, but
Yeah, but have you spoken to what do you call it, pound cake since?
I haven't spoke to her.
See, that's the problem.
I spoke to her that day, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So that's what we got to do. We miss our boy X, y'all, to Cornerman Boxing, to his people. We done stopped in New York April 30th. Now we're gonna go, we're gonna jump and go to Brooklyn for May 5th.
Ooh, May 28th.
At 28th? I thought May 5th.
May 28th, yep.
May
It's
28th.
gonna be a big night in Brooklyn, man.
And all them people out of Baltimore, Washington, D.C., all of them will be here like they was in Atlantic City. But what I will say, I don't care too much for Tank Davis.
Nah, you don't think he's good? A lot of people rate him highly. I mean, some don't, but a lot of people do, you know?
He's a good fighter, but not a great fighter.
He's in New York doing camp for this fight, I believe.
Why is he in New York? Should be in Maryland. You get that morning Drew run. Guys don't think. But what I will say, all the years I've been in boxing, 50 years I've been in boxing, I never seen it like this. But what I will see, got a lot of good fights coming up. That's gonna be a hell of a night
Yeah, he fighting on Rolly Romero.
at the Barclays Center.
Yes, sir. Finally.
That's gonna be a hell of a night there at the Barclays Center. But what it's gonna do, it's gonna bring back boxing there. And I never thought Heyman would get back there due to the fallout of him and Lou DiBella.
Right. That's what I had understood as well.
And because we know most of that area, the mom and pop stores is still owned by the Italians. So you can remember that was Italian section where the Barclays Center at.
Right.
And them Guineas just didn't give that to that Russian, and they ain't got nothing to come. You take care of Lou. Lou be back in the Barclays Center.
Right. I thought he would be the one just holding it down there, but yeah, like you said, I don't know. Showtime got back in there, and I mean, it's good. It's good for the sport.
Because I don't think that Lou had the stable. And plus Lou's guy going, I didn't know that he was Damon Waters. You didn't tell me.
Which one?
That Rizzo is with Damon Waters now.
Oh, I didn't know
That
that.
he left Lou.
But Lou actually just signed. However you say, he linked up with a Pro Bellum, a new promotion now with a whole bunch of money behind him. So Lou, he made some big moves there.
He was who?
It's called Pro Bellum. They're a new promotional company. They got that, I believe, I don't want to say for sure, but I believe they got that Irish guy, I can't remember his name, from the MCK people. Daniel Kinahan, whatever.
Cunningham.
Yeah, so they got a lot of money behind them. Lou's with them.
Lou's again.
So it might be some big things coming from DeBella and them, you know what I mean?
But DeBella ain't got nobody with him. That's really with him. What the fuck this little fat guy know? He know nothing about boxing. Rizzo was his man.
Right.
Rizzo left. And he
I
ain't
didn't
really
even
got
know
nobody
that.
over there.
I see. Maybe that's why he tried to join forces or something. Who knows?
Yeah, because what a little fat guy in Atlantic City told me that lie that Lou wasn't there and we seen Lou 4 o'clock in the morning. Remember X said they go Lou DiBella?
Oh, yeah.
We was in Atlantic City.
Yeah.
Shit. I've been trying to, and I know we should have got them guys' number, man. I would have took care of them guys this weekend, man. Because,
Oh, yeah, you got your people, right?
Yeah, man,
They
I
was good
can't.
people, yeah.
and I can't, see, that's why I need to get the pound cake so, she can let me continue doing boxing on her father's website since her father just passed.
Right.
So we don't want to leave her father out of the picture. Her dad was a good guy, man. That was our guy.
All right, we gotta keep that alive and shoot the five.
And keep shooting the five alive. It's good if we can get hold of his daughter, Kaya, aka Pound Cake. If we can get hold of his daughter. AG, did he give you the boy in California's number?
Nah, I don't have his number.
You never got barbershop. You told me about barbershop.
He told me all about it. He told me he was doing interviews with him, but
yeah, but he never gave you no number, so I can't get to him.
Really?
Sam Watson sent me a number last night that been disconnected. I have talked to him on that number, but that number is disconnected.
You might have some luck through like social media, like Instagram, or maybe I could try to reach out to him, Instagram or Twitter.
His name is.
Yeah, Barber. I know exactly who he is. He's out there.
But
he active online all the time.
Barbershop Fred, right?
Yeah, he's always active.
Conversation with Barbershop Fred. I need to get hold of him, man. The way I'm starving, I need to get a hold of him. But the number I got, the number that he gave Carl King, John King's son, is totally different than what I've been trying to call. But AG, in that fight, I like Katie Taylor to stop Amanda, and I like Tank fight. I like Tank to barely win a 12-round decision.
A decision.
Rolly ain't bad if you think he is.
Nah, I don't think he's bad at all. He's a game fighter. You can't sleep on these guys, man. I know Rolly's working hard. This is the opportunity of a lifetime. You got that shot versus Tank, that could put you on top of the,
You never. This is when all the marbles. What did Richard Gere get to say to Larry Holmes? It's for all the marbles. What did Richard Gere get to Larry Holmes? Let it all hang out. But of course, we beat Larry Holmes that day. Of course, I had Michael Spinks. I was with Michael Spinks and the late Butch Lewis. Shout out to Butch Lewis's daughter, Mama Sita, her brothers. I love y'all. But AD, do you think Tank can beat this kid?
I mean, Tank, I think he's one of the best fighters in the sport. From my personal opinion, I do believe he's one of the best fighters in the sport. Like, if he focuses and stays focused, I see it hard for a lot of people to beat this kid. Like, that's what I think, especially at 135.
Now that you said that, if Bill Haney make the deal tomorrow, do you think Tank would take it?
With Haney?
Yeah.
That would be a hell of a fight. I mean, you know how it is. It's all business. It comes down to whatever
It comes down to dollars and cents.
That's what it always comes down to.
But what I will say to you, I'm with Devin Haney all the way.
Oh, yeah, I know that.
and Tank Davis ain't never been my guy. His womenizing boss, Floyd Mayweather. You know who my guy was. Roger Mayweather, that was my guy.
Right, everybody love Uncle Rod.
But see,
hey, let me ask you something. I mean, I don't know if you know. Who trained those guys, the great Roger Mayweather, even Floyd Mayweather Sr., Floyd Joe? Who trained? Because we don't always hear about who made them guys the fighters that they were.
You know what? Jesse Reed, the legendary.
He was with Roger.
He trained Roger. And Jesse Reed also had a fighter by the name of Dick Barnett.
Right, he had a few fighters, Hall of Fame trainers.
And who else he trained too? The great Hall of Famer. The Hall of Famer guy out of Texas, the two brothers, Orlando Gonzalez.
Oh yeah, what was he, a bantamweight, something like that?
Bantamweight.
Yeah, bad.
His brother knocked out Richard Sanderboy March 10th, 1986 on John. All right, Paco, all right, baby, love you, baby. All right, baby. And on the Marvin Hagler, John the Beast McGarvey card, March 10th, 1986 at Caesar's Palace. On the undercard was my brother-in-law, James Schuler, against Tommy Hearns, the hitman from Motor City, Detroit, and Richard Sanderboy and Orlando Gonzalez. That's why, because he went in a coma for about 3 months. That's why Bob Arum taking care of him today. See, I know the story.
You know it all. I love listening to stories.
That's why they taking care of him. See,
you got that gospel for real.
See, listen, Bob, my man. I'm a Muslim, he a Jew. But that Jew ain't 90 years old taking care of this Mexican because he love him. Because he ain't got no choice. Let me tell you something, brother. We got 1.6 for Tommy Hearns. Bob getting, okay. And the step aside money, which means we took that because we was number one for Marvin Hagler, James Schuler. Number one for Marvin Hagler. So the late Paul Schuler, my father-in-law, we going to New York. Bob's office is still in New York now.
Right.
He hadn't fully moved to Las Vegas yet.
Right.
In the process. So we take the money, and Manny Stewart called me up. I said, Manny, let me talk to my wife and my father-in-law, and we see what they. So we go to camp. Now, they moved the fight from October '85 to March of '86. Now that's a long wait. James done got fat and then gained about 25 pounds. He had himself to a light heavyweight during the Christmas holidays of '85. Now what I'm saying to you, see, I'm sure how smart Bob Arum is. James Schuler had 2 sets of girls. He had 2 sets of girls by 2 different women. Arum starts a fight between the girls, and the judge said, put the money in escrow. See that Jew bad motherfucker, Arum's my guy. But it ain't personal, it's business, and I would have did the same thing. So what the girls did, as long as the 2 mothers fighting over the money, it's gonna stay in escrow, and Arum get all the interest.
Oh man.
For 13 and a half years, he got the interest. When James died, one girl was 6, the other 2 was 8 and 9. So now they don't get that money until they become grown women with children of their own.
Wow.
So now, Arum's a smart guy, man. Very smart. But DK is the best that ever did it. Only in America.
Only in America.
And listen, matter of fact, I spoke with Carl King last week. And X was supposed to do Carl King that night.
I know. He was so looking forward to it. He was looking.
Oh man, and then again, man, from what you told me, we don't know what God gonna do. But didn't you tell me that Pound Cake said it came twice and he wouldn't go to the hospital?
Yeah, she said that. Well, from what I heard, that somebody that spoke to her, the medical people came to the house and he refused to go to the hospital. Whatever, I guess he felt better. They left, and then he passed out again for good after that. You know, unfortunately. That was a story I heard. It might have been Brother Hawk. I can't remember who it was exactly that told me. I don't want to say.
The brother that you told me to call, you're a smart guy, good guy.
Yeah, they're all good people. Everybody that was involved, they're good people, you know. Shout out to them. But
did you get a chance to talk to his sister?
Who?
His sister?
Oh yeah, from Florida. I didn't know it was his sister till like after. But she was nice, because when I spoke to Pound Cake, the sister was there next to her, and she was like, "Oh, nice." But then I found out eventually that was his sister.
Yeah.
She was good people, man. It's just so unfortunate, man.
You get to see his brother, didn't you?
Nah, I mean, he might have been there, but I don't know who he is, like what he looks like.
His brother told us to come to Cleveland, because when we called the former champion of the world, my dear friend, Raymond Brady, Boom Boom Anzani. Boom Boom told us to say, y'all get to Youngstown. I'll get you over to camp, because he was the driving announcer for that show for Don. Boom Boom Anzani, the former champion of the world. So I know that you got a lot of former champions here. And this show. And what do you hear coming out of Alabama?
Out of Wilders camp?
Yeah, what you hear?
I haven't heard much. They've been keeping low key, man. Ever since, that second Fury fight, they kind of distanced themselves from everybody. You don't hear too much coming out of there.
Well, can you blame him?
I mean, a lot of people are hoping for him to make some kind of comeback, man. They feel like maybe after those losses,
He can come back.
You say he can't come back?
Can you help the blind? What's this name? Fucking Marty now. Stop there for a minute.